Good afternoon, Saints. I'm Andrew Stewart, and I'm the husband of Rhonda Stewart, and I am Rhonda Stewart's caregiver. And when I became her caregiver, I didn't think that much about it from the beginning, but throughout this time, I have found out and realized that being a caregiver has some trauma that comes with it. But I want to encourage you as far as a caregiver is concerned. And one of the things, the first thing that I actually did was I prayed to God to give me a heart that I won't be selfish in any type of way concerning being a caregiver for my wife. And the Lord continued to be with me during that time frame so that I wouldn't be selfish in any type of way. So that was the first prayer that I had. The second prayer was to have a discerning spirit of when to be quiet, when to talk, when to ask questions, maybe to the doctor, when to tell my wife that, hey, I'm the caregiver, you're the patient. And so I had to really focus in on trying to have a discerning spirit of even who need to be around us and who need to be in that circle. And so just pray for a discerning spirit was a big part. Thirdly, just wanted to pray to God that He will give me good health, because there's no way that I could help be the caregiver of my wife if I wasn't in my right health, not just in health, but also in my mental capacity. And so I prayed, to God to give me great health. I just remember one day when we were in Baltimore together in a little apartment, and a scratchy throat just came, and I know if I would have got sick, I would have had to go home, and then somebody else would have had to come in and care for my wife. And I just prayed to God to give me health. And the next day, that scratchy throat was gone, and I just was so thankful for God for healing me and keeping me well throughout this transition. And I must say that throughout these last 3 years now, I haven't had any sickness or anything, and so I just thank God for that. And fourthly, you just really have to let go and trust God. I am not a doctor or a nurse or anything like that, and so I didn't have any control, in that. And when you don't have control, you just really have to trust God to lean on. And so throughout this whole time, I just trusted God to put the right people in our lives during this time frame, and because you have to trust God to trust that He's putting the right people, the right doctors, and again, even trusting in God to for people that are around you. I trust God that He gave us a great National Church of God family for all the prayers the saints prayed over myself, especially my wife. Of course, the National Christian Academy family over there, and all the prayers and support that they gave us. And of course, my family, my brothers and sisters, and the people that visit. And so I put my trust in God to put people around us for support. And just going through this traumatic event has built my faith immensely in God, and now continue to build my relationship with God. And I'm just so thankful that now I can come back, and as my wife sung her little song, mine is I got a testimony what God has brought me through. I got a testimony. And of course, I'm not Rosalind Lynch or anything like that, and so but I do have a testimony. And I'm just thankful again, hey, that I'm not up here bawling and crying, because when I think about all the traumatic events that we went through, it was tough, but I'm just thankful to God that He brought us through, and He brought us through even stronger.